Baby, won't you just stay? Woo! For a little while. Jodeci, back in the 90s. Was it 91? Was it 92? Whatever, whenever it was. Good R&B music. Outside of maybe Chris Brown sometimes, not a lot of that right now. I don't even want to hear it. It's not even a debate in my estimation. So why would I even bring that up on a wildin' out hump day Wednesday? And I hope you're doing good. It's because like dating is just starting to seem real weird to me. And maybe just because, you know, I guess maybe it is an age where you age out and you be like, yo, this is just kind of stupid to me. But it is. It's just like really dumb to me. And it's dumb for several different reasons. Well, one of the reasons is that, and it depends because things are always relative. And if you are into spending a lot of money on going out on dates, then I guess maybe you do have a great dating life. You know, but for some of us more average guys in life who really want to get to know somebody and still go out on great dates, it becomes an issue. Even down to, let me give you a for instance, because I think I still always meet great women, which is great, you know, intelligent women and educated women for people who care, and uneducated ones are cool. You know, because you still want to give certain people a chance, but at a certain age, there are certain things that you just may not be able to be compatible with certain people. So let's say, for instance, you meet somebody, right? Real cool person. Shout out to Jake, because we talk about this all the time. And you meet a person, you know, you think that they're good, you think that they're dope, you know, you have a call with them, you know, or, you know, you text them and say, hey, you know, such and such and such and such. Yeah, let's how's your day going? Oh, my day's going cool. Okay, well, what's up with you? Let's get back later. So let's just say, and I've said this before, it's 12 o'clock p.m. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Oh, hey. 7, 8 hours later. Oh, hey. That's what we doing here? Okay. But hey, listen, that could just be the bad luck of me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's happened to me several times over the last few months. So, hey, look, it could just be a me thing. Maybe, you know, some of these women that I meet that I think that we have a good vibe with, maybe they just don't know how to properly communicate, right? Or, you know, maybe it's that they got somebody else. Do they? What you think? You think that they have some? If somebody takes 7 hours, 8 hours to get back to you, what do you think it is? They're either not interested. They either work for the president, because that's how busy probably somebody that works for the president would be, or maybe they have somebody else. I think I would probably go with that last one. They have somebody else, or somebody else who they're entertaining who's more interested in you. So let's bring this up, because like I said, you know, we like to talk, because I'm an average guy. I talk on the average guy's level as far as money and everything is concerned. So, because most of us out here are thousandaires, right? So that's the level I'll talk on. But let's just say, for instance, if you were a millionaire. So I was looking at some stuff. Shout out to DJ Academics, a couple other guys, and they were talking about Lil Baby. So it's this girl that I put in the actual thumbnail. That's who it is. Her name is Epsney or something like that. But anyway, she had gone viral. I'd seen her a month or so ago. She was messing with a guy, but she was going crazy, like sitting in the middle of the streets and jumping up and down on cars and destroying stuff inside of the house or whatever. But attractive or whatever. But you know, so allegedly she puts out some text messages of Lil Baby saying that, hey, look, you know, basically, what do I need to do? And of course, it's all online for you to check out. What do I need to do to be with you? So basically, she says something like, you have to give me my dream car, which was, y'all ready for this? A 2025 Rolls-Royce Cullinan. So for those who don't know, that is the Rolls-Royce SUV that's at an estimated price starting of around $450,000 or $500,000. $450,000 to $500,000. Now, not saying that, you know, the rapper doesn't have it, Lil Baby doesn't have it, but the thing is that that sounds like a crazy request just for somebody to want to be involved with you exclusively or date you. A $450,000. Oh, she also gave him an option of a Porsche GTS 3, I think it is, which goes for around $350,000 or $400,000, if I can remember correctly. And I've talked about this before, where unfortunately dating is so skewed because of people having access to social media and seeing what the other person is doing, what the other person is doing. Now let me rewind back. So back in the 90s, when we had what we used to call in the hood the fly girls, the girls who were able to get the guys, you know, especially the dope boys and everybody who could get the big bamboo earrings or the name earrings or, you know, whatever. They got all of the good stuff. They got the guys took them to Atlantic City so they can get Gucci's, because back in the day, for those of you who don't know, from the Philadelphia or Pennsylvania, southeastern Pennsylvania area, there was no Neiman Marcus back in the day. So anything Gucci came from, I don't even think Boyd sold them, but anything Gucci had to come from Atlantic City. So you had to go over there and get your Gucci's. So and I've never got a chance to do it because I was still too young when that stuff was going on. But anyway, these people, and I'm sure it was in most neighborhoods, the guys with the nicer cars and all that other kind of stuff, they were still the ones who were getting the top tier or the best looking women. Now, has that changed in today's times? Yes, it has changed. But the funny part about it changing is that, you know, we all get it. Everybody's not you know, especially as you get older, you know, you may still be good looking, you know what I mean? But you may not be as dashing as you once were when you were a younger person. You know, you had a few less gray hairs and stuff like that. But you still expect goodness out of people. You still expect goodness out of your dating world, your dating situation. And so what happens? You know, you still run into people that you feel as though they're attractive and you want to be with them and stuff like that. But because of the scenario I just gave with Lil Baby, not saying that anybody's going to ask you for a $450,000, $500,000 car, but the level of expectation, I believe, is much higher as far as what people think. And I'm going to say this because that's why I made the fly girl reference, because the fly girls were considered typically the prettiest women that the neighborhood had to offer. All right. Around any neighborhood in the country. Those were the flyest girls, right? The prettiest girls. And that still goes to this day. Maybe not just in the neighborhoods, but the prettiest women in general. So what happens is that now people who may not be considered as, you know, gorgeous, all right, still all want the same type of thing. And that's fine. I would never disparage anybody, even though I love Kevin Samuels. I'm not as hard as he is as far as my stance on how the feeling is of a woman who may not be considered an 8, 9, or a 10. And I still think that they should have, you know, standards and have certain things that they want also. But I also think that there needs to be a certain level of understanding with them. And the fact that, hey, listen, and this goes for anybody, get to know people. We all know men are attracted to beauty. Women are attracted to power and status, but get to know people. You know, don't take 7 hours to text a guy back. Like, that's just crazy to me. I don't know if it seems crazy to you. I don't even know if it's ever happened to you. But I just know that it's weird to me. So in a sense, like I've said before also, I'd rather you just not even give me the number. I don't even want it. If it's taking all of that, I don't even want it. Because the thing for me is that as a man, especially at this point in life, I know what I stand for. I know how I talk. I know what I present. I know how I can be. And all of those other kinds of things. So when you're dating somebody, or when you're courting somebody, or even just having phone conversations with somebody, and I even had somebody say to me, "Well, you know, yeah, well, you told me something and you didn't call me back at a certain what? Like, I didn't text you. I called you. You never answered the phone." So when you have these deals that come up, when you have people that act like this, you start to say, like I was saying the other day, you gaslighting me, bro. Like, you really gaslighting me. Because this can't be life. This can't be serious. So, my point is here is this. So I guess we all have some decisions to make. Maybe not all of us, but, I know too many guys that go through these types of situations. Decent dudes. Dudes with good credit. Dudes with a couple dollars. Dudes with such. But just because somebody has a couple dollars doesn't mean that they want to spend it dating you. And it doesn't mean that that's what life should be about, especially if you're at a certain age and you're single. But, we know how it is. Everybody has their standards. Everybody has their way of looking at life where they think that, hey, you know what? It's still all about me, girl. Even though I'm down there 40, 50 years old myself, but it's still all about me. Even though at this point now, I'm probably somebody's grandmama, even though it's a lot of bad grandmas out there. Shout out to all y'all bad grandmas. But have some understanding. Have some, I talked to, when I was down in DMV, the homie Eb and I had a great conversation about just certain stuff. And she has in my estimation, a realistic and a good perspective on dating and, dating men, especially after, the age of 40. But I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, I don't know, maybe it's a Philly thing. I don't know. But listen. Dating up here is a little rougher. It's a little tougher. Unless you're ready to spend some paper. So I'll let you know how things go in the next few months to come. And we'll see. You know what I mean? Because, hey, look, I've turned into, not a Ruth Chris guy, because I've never really been doing all that. I do love Del Frisco's, but, I don't turn into more of a breakfast boutique kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to breakfast, girl. Let me see what you're talking about. Let's before I jump out the window, what's your name? But hey, if you know somebody out there that's doing this, and if you know you're dealing with a woman that's doing this, hey, listen, we most of us around here don't have Rolls Royce money, but we do have Rolls Royce charm. But you know how it go. Let me know how you feel about it. Oh yeah. Live life. Don't let life live you.